We are live now in Facebook, and greetings. Hope you are doing well. This is Terry Brock, and I want to say hello to you, and we're going to talk about something very important today. I'm using my fancy graphics again. This is the steps to succeed no matter what happens in this crazy, wacky world. It is a wacky world, and we've seen that happen many, many times. All kinds of things happening with it, and we wonder what is going on. I hope you can read it. You hope you like my real fancy graphics there on that. But what can you do? It'd be nice if we could boil it down to something that works consistently, and you know it's going to happen, and it's been proven and tested over time. So make a note of these. I think you'll find them really helpful. The first one, real important today more than ever, learn how to learn. You want to learn how to learn rapidly, learn fast, learn practical information. That means, I think, a couple of things particularly: reading very rapidly. You want to assimilate information quickly. And number two, memorizing. That's really important. Being able to retain information. If you can ingest material quickly and you can retain it, you're going to do a whole lot better. That is critical for operating today and getting ahead, being able to do what needs to be done, because without that, you're not going to be able to go very far. When you think about it, your brain, your mind is how you deal with the world. If your mind isn't helping you and isn't functioning best, you're going to be at a deficit. You're going to be at a disadvantage. You want to do what you can to really help your mind. One of the things that helped me most, some of you heard me talk about this before, is I worked with a system called photo reading. Now, they're not paying me to say this. They probably should, but they're not paying me to say this. It's just something that I paid for and love and used it regularly. Being able to sit down and read rapidly, more than just speed reading. This is called photo reading. It's from a company called Learning Strategies, based up in the Minneapolis area, just outside Minneapolis, and really good stuff. So I would recommend looking at that, and then learn about memorization skills. The more you can retain valuable information that's worthwhile, the better off you'll be. So you want to put that in place. Number two, here, this is closely related to it, acquire market valuable skills. By the way, notice that hyphen right there. Market valuable skills. Too many people get skills that really nobody cares about. You learn about a subject that people go, okay, fine. What are you going to do with that? Well, I'll maybe teach college. Okay, and maybe you will. That's good. What you want is something that's really good. It reminds me, I was mentioning the other day, my friend Jason King. He's got a Kingsland Academy, and he teaches programming, teaches people how you can learn to program and to get done what you need to do. He was telling us that the average, just the average starting salary for someone who is working in programming, etc., is $167,000 a year. Woohoo! Hey, that's pretty good. I don't know about you, but where I grew up out in the country, we called that serious money. And, you know, that's average. Those that are doing really well can really pretty much write their own ticket. They can't find enough people that can do that. So what you want to do is become that person who knows how to do that. Programming is one option. Copywriting is another issue. I was talking to Joe Schriefer the other day, and he is the editor for a wonderful company called Agora Publishing. He does it particularly on the financial side. And he was telling me how the copywriting that they do and the words they select really help to move and sell literally millions of dollars worth of products and services. Knowing how to use words carefully, how to use them the right way can really help you. Those are some of the best kind of market valuable skills you can get. I think if I had it to do over, roll it back in time and start all over again, I think what I would do is I would make sure I learn copywriting really, really well. I think that's real good. By the way, Jake Bryan joined us. Hi, Jake. Hope you're doing well. And Lewis, good to see you as well. Hope that life is treating you very, very nicely and good. So that's going to be important. Number three, here's one that I'm borrowing from our friends over in the United States Marine Corps. You want to improvise, adapt, and overcome. This is key. Those are three words that you should burn into your conscience, that whatever happens, stuff's going to happen. It's not going to turn out how you want it to. I can almost guarantee you that. This is life. Welcome to planet Earth. It works that way here. You've got to adapt. You got to improvise. You got to adjust and turn around, make things happen. Bob Stanley, hey, hello there. Hope you're doing well today. Good to have you on board. And so you want to adjust. People are going to do things. They're going to be wrong. They're going to be stupid. Yeah, they are. They're going to try to hurt you. for whatever reason, not just because they don't like you, but because maybe they think you're reminding them of somebody they saw earlier in life or whatever. And then you're going to try something else, and then that's not going to work. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. That is the way it is. Hey, I'm getting ready to head out on a trip tomorrow. And it's going to be one of those long trips and all that up and back real fast in a day. And plus we've got snow and nasty stuff coming. We don't get a lot of that here in Florida, but that's going to be coming down where we are, where I'm headed. And it's kind of like, oh, dark 30. And as I'm recording this, there's a partial government shutdown. So you're wondering, okay, is it going to be like that? But I'm just thinking, whatever happens, whatever, improvise, adapt, overcome. That whatever is going on, we're going to be able to make that, and we're going to be able to make it work. So I make the things happen the way they should. It's kind of like Napoleon said, when people said, oh, Napoleon, you can't go that direction because the Alps are in the way. And Napoleon's comment was, where Napoleon goes, there are no Alps. So it's like, it doesn't matter what's there. We're going to do it. Now, here's another thing. It's going to be real important. Psychologically, this fourth principle is one that is really important, and it keeps you going when things get tough, because they will. Number 4, remain realistically positive. I'm putting that realistically in there as well. We're not talking about Pollyanna running around going, oh, everything's going to be just fine. It'll be wonderful. You're realistic. You understand what's going on. You are aware of the world. You're aware of what's happening, the reality, but we also realize there's a lot of good. We have the technology today to do more than ever. I love sitting around with friends where we sit down, usually over a few good drinks, and we'll sit and we'll talk and say, okay, pick a time in history, anytime and anywhere on the planet where it was better than it is today. Some people think, oh, it's so terrible today. I wish it were back then. Oh, years ago, it was wonderful. It was great. Really? Really, Sparky, you think that? You want to go back like 200, 300, 400 years, 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago? When people say things like, well, there wasn't the pollution then and all that. Well, okay, they probably didn't have all the carbon monoxide that we did. They probably didn't have the same problems, but they had their problems. They had disease. They had all kinds of nastiness. As a matter of fact, if you think it was so good 1,000 years ago, I've got one word for you: dentistry. Think about it. Yeah, that is much better today. And we've got, yeah, in spite of the problems, and we know there's a bunch out there. Yes, we've got nuclear weapons. Yes, we've got problems. And you open the newspaper and you go, oh my goodness, what is going on now? What are those knuckleheads there in Washington or Tokyo or London or Canberra or wherever your capital is for your government? We look at it and wonder what's going on. Well, I think we're still there. So we want to be realistically positive. We understand what's happening, but we're able to adapt and adjust. Number 5 is an important one too. And it's one that I personally have to learn more and more all the time. And that is, you need to get help. You need to get help, get assistance. Don't try to do it all on your own. You want to make sure that whatever you're doing, you have others helping you out. Do what you can do and then hire the rest. Peter Drucker will back me up on that. Matter of fact, I think I see Peter Drucker over there giving me a thumbs up, saying, yes, we need to do that. You go out there and do what you can do well and hire others to get the rest of it done. It's good to also have people around you that can call you on your stuff. When you're doing something that's not quite right, you need people that are going to say, hey, Terry, stop. That's not really good for you. That's not your best self. That's not using your best use of resources. And so what you want to do is you want to be able to have those people around you that are going to assist you, help you, and help you to get better. Always get the kind of people that can strengthen you, strengthening your mind. Coaches are real big. I love working with the groups that I'm with and the confidants that I have that I can sit down and talk to. And here's number 6. And all of those before that I've mentioned to you will not matter at all unless you put number 6 into place. Number 6 is take action. You have got to get up and make it happen. Just sitting around, feeling good, holding hands, singing Kumbaya, whatever you want to do, not going to cut the mustard there, Sparky. What you got to do is you got to get up and take action. Now, you're going to fail sometimes, but when you fail and you fall down, that doesn't mean it's over. It doesn't mean it's done. You get up, you adjust. You remember improvise, adapt, and overcome that I talked to you about? That's what you want to do. Figure out, okay, what did I do wrong? What was wrong about that? Don't just go blindly jumping ahead, doing the same old dumb things the guy gave you failure before. Hey, you're not going to do as well. But you say, okay, hold it. We did that. It didn't work so well. What can we do this next time to make it a lot better? What did we do wrong? What can we improve? How could we make that better? You can always figure out ways to make it better. You can always figure out ways to say, okay, I'm going to turn this one around and I'm going to do what is right on that. Well, those are the 6 steps that I see that are going to help you succeed no matter what happens, because I'm going to guarantee you one thing for the future. And this is a guarantee. We're going to see some stuff happen. We're going to see bad things happen. We're going to see good things happen. We're going to see great opportunities. And we'll also see some challenges. You want to be able to have the strength, the mental agility to get in there, adapt, overcome, improvise, no matter what happens. Is it easy? No. I mean, I talk about this regularly and have for years, but yet I still have times. And there's times when I get down and I'm going, oh man, just don't feel like going forward on this day. And sometimes that's going to happen. And when it does, you just got to take a breath and do what's right for you. I have found that what works best for me is to sometimes have that quiet time, have that meditation. I was doing that this morning, feeling really good, had an exceptionally good morning doing that, going through the Sam Harris mindful, it's called Waking Up meditation, really good stuff. And I find that helps me a lot. You got to find what works for you and then do that. Well, please leave a comment below here on Facebook, or if you're joining us on Zoom, you can leave that other ways, or whatever platform you might be on. If you're on another platform, by all means, let us know what you think. I'll be looking forward to that and looking forward to seeing you, and then find out what I can do to help you out. If you need some extra help, you could drop me a note. I'm over at my website, terrybrock.com. That's Terry, and Brock is spelled B-R-O-C-K. So terrybrock.com. You can find all my contact information there. Terry@terrybrock.com is the email address, and I'm on the major social media platforms. You'll see that there. So I will look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you have just an absolutely wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me.